Hi, I'm Black Bride and welcome to my channel. If it's the first time you are passing by, you're welcome to subscribe, share, communicate with my fellow subscribers. And for my fellow subscribers, I appreciate your support and your comments. What I tend to do is find things that are happening that are not widely publicised, and I put my two pence worth in about it. And today I wanted to talk about the e-scooters. Now, we've all been seeing people, well, normally young boys, but you get young girls as well, zipping in and out on these e-scooters. And I thought to myself, there's bound to be something that is going to stop these people from having free travel. I mean, I know their parents have to buy the scooters and they're probably quite expensive, but basically you don't have to pay bus fare. I don't know how they're run, but I assume they're plugged in at something. But anyway, whatever way, they're supposed to be economical, quite fast, and for the young kids, it's an absolute godsend. So now everybody's now had, well, all the young people, you find some elder people too, have been given a false sense of security with these e-scooters, zipping in and out and thinking, oh yeah, this is great. What is the government doing now? They've brought in new driving laws. They are equating those e-scooters to motor vehicles. Not even cyclists. They don't even have cyclist rights. They're equating them to motor vehicles. And as such, they're saying you either have to have a provisional license or a full driving license in order to drive them. Now, why isn't this headline news? You've got so many young kids on these e-scooters zipping in and out who could be criminalised without their knowledge because it's not widely known. It's not publicised. They can get £500 fine for driving that e-scooter on a pavement. Now, we see them on the pavement, we see them on the road. I really don't know what rules they're supposed to be following. And personally, I think they're quite dangerous because one minute they're on the roads, next minute they're on the pavement. And yeah, they should be regularised in some way. But to kind of penalise young kids because the majority of them are teenagers, and to say that they could be imprisoned, given a £500 fine, penalty points, and not make it headline news, I think that's really unfair. I think young people need to know that they need a provisional license. So I'm hoping that by doing this video, that a lot of people will be telling their friends or they know children or teenagers who are driving these e-scooters, let them know that there is a law that has been introduced that's changing their right to use these e-vehicles or these e-scooters as they're called. So basically, there's hefty fines. New driving laws have come in. Hefty fines, prison time. They're meant to be 5 times safer for riders than bicycles, but they fall under the same laws as motor vehicles. How convenient. How convenient. I'm trying to think. Motorcycles. I guess they're not under the same laws as cyclists. So I guess, I don't know. But people are getting used to them. No fares. They're quite fast. You can zip. They're quite easy to maneuver if you're experienced. I mean, I can imagine they have caused quite a few accidents. So there does need to be an element of control over them. But if you're driving under the influence, you get the same penalty as though you was driving a motor vehicle. Disqualification, 3 to 11 penalty points. You get £500 fine, like I said, for driving on the pavement, skipping red lights, as well as imprisonment, penalty points, and unlimited fine for dangerous driving, or disqualification, penalty points, and an unlimited fine for careless and inconsiderate driving. Now, that is the one that kind of disturbs me a little because dangerous driving is one thing. But what do you call inconsiderate driving? I mean, that could be anything. And that's where I think young people need to know what they should be doing, what they can do, and what they can't. Because inconsiderate driving depends on from whose perspective. And that is that has quite a wide remit. So that part of it concerns me. Careless, by whose definition? I mean, if they zip in and out and they don't hurt anyone, is that careless? Or if I don't even know what to call careless driving. But if they're not paying attention, if they're on the phone, what do they mean by careless? There needs to be some kind of distinction about what that is. So like I said, please alert any parents to tell their children or their teenagers about these new driving laws so they don't get caught by surprise. They don't get tucked in jail. You're expecting them to come home and they don't. They're in some jail somewhere because they didn't know that the laws had changed or new laws had been introduced. You must, to be eligible to ride an e-scooter, like I said, you must hold a full or provisional driving license. If you're disqualified from driving, you cannot ride an e-scooter. Like some people, they might be saying, oh, I've lost my, I've been disqualified from driving, so I'm going to buy an e-scooter. You can't do that. If you get caught, you know the penalty. So failure to adhere to these strict regulations can land riders with a large fine as well as a custodial sentence in some cases. So I hope you found that useful. I'm going to put the link with the source in the description. And yeah, have a good day. Bye-bye.